Welcome back to the field. Today's story isn't just about corrosion. It's about what happens when a good mitigation plan meets an unpredictable production event, and how one pipeline paid the price. Let's start on the surface. This was a line that had been running mostly trouble-free. Basic corrosion? Sure. Bottom-of-the-line water traps. Minor pitting from stagnant water here and there. That's normal. The corrosion rate was measured at just 0.04 mm per year. You'd expect more than 50 years of service life at that pace. But that's not what happened. This failure wasn't about steady-state operations. It was about what came down the line during restart. Specifically, the uninvited guest, fugitive corrosive fluids. Now here's the kicker. These weren't your typical produced fluids. These were dense, sticky, highly reactive slugs of biomass and completion debris that sat dormant in the wellbore during shut-in. And when the well came online, bam, they got launched. Operators saw this well undergo multiple short shut-ins between 2014 and 2018. The kind that builds pressure, the kind that creates a hydraulic slug. And when that slug fired off during startup, it ripped through the line, carrying those corrosive fluids downstream. The pitting that formed wasn't shallow. It was aggressive, localized, and sat directly underneath sticky residue, clear evidence of under-deposit corrosion. Let's break that down. You've got debris stuck to the bottom of the pipe. Water can't get past it. Inhibitors can't reach underneath it. And corrosion kicks in, fast and focused. The kind of corrosion no regular pigging schedule is going to prevent. The investigation found that this wasn't just a one-off mistake. The threat model in place didn't even include this kind of fluid event. It was designed for normal production fluids, not hydraulic slugs laced with corrosive sludge. And mitigation? It worked for expected conditions, but it was a mismatch for these outlier events. So, what's the lesson? First, update your threat models. Just because a line's been behaving doesn't mean it's immune to slug-driven failures, especially when upstream wells have a history of episodic shut-ins. Second, don't underestimate restarts. That's the danger zone. That's when stagnant sludge gets mobilized, especially in systems with incomplete separation or poor wellbore cleanup. Restart protocols now need to reflect this reality. Third, batch inhibition isn't a luxury. It's a necessity in systems prone to fugitive fluid events. Regular pigging is not enough. You need filming inhibitors that coat and protect, even where water doesn't flow. After this event, the team did something smart. They reworked their startup procedures. They flagged high-risk wells, and they scheduled inhibitor batches specifically timed with restarts. They also sat down with field ops to make sure everyone understood why these changes mattered. This isn't just a pipeline story. It's a reminder that field behavior, well history, and hydraulic dynamics can converge in ways that outpace your corrosion model. So if you're in field operations, here's your takeaway. Look upstream. Review your well histories. Know which wells have had shut-ins. Know when slugs are likely, and be ready to respond. Because sometimes it's not the flow that kills the pipe. It's what happens when the flow starts back up.